Welcome back to the garden. So we're approaching the end of the first week of September. The wheat is very nearly ready to harvest. This is my friend Tom from next door. He's a real life farmer and you're going to give me your opinion on the wheat. So if you haven't got a threshing machine, this is how it's done.
Might take a long time to do the whole crop like this, but
it'd be very artisan, wouldn't it?
yes, yeah. They all look fairly hard. They're not cheesy anymore.
So you're looking for it to be too hard to get your nail in then?
Too hard to, and if your teeth are all right. It's definitely not cheesy at all, is it? It's really, you know, this with this weather on it this week.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Yeah.
It should be the best it's going to be.
Yeah. For what it is.
So, yes.
I've got someone booked in to actually come and scythe it, which will be quite interesting. I think it's the only thing that's going to get through it, because with the very peculiar weather that we've had this year, I've got as much grass and clover as I have wheat in here. It shouldn't be like this. Tom was telling me in a real life situation like this, you'd be forced into spraying it off, wouldn't you? Because
to kill the greenery in it.
Yeah.
That would go through the combine. The combine would struggle to cope with this because it is.
And you'd be doing as much mowing as you would.
Yes.
Combine.
Yeah. And that going through a thresher would just block it. The greenery would block it all up.
Yeah.
And it would, you know, it would be virtually impossible to do with a combine.
So if this was an organic farm and I wasn't allowed to spray it off, presumably I'd have to just weed it constantly.
You'd have, yes, you'd
just be
you'd have probably hoed it.
Yeah.
Three times in the summer.
I hoed it twice in the spring and then I got bored of hoeing it.
Yeah.
I'm going to build a wheel hoe if I do this again.
Yeah.
Because I think that'd be dead quick.
Yeah.
But just going along.
Yeah. I will have a look in the shed.
Oh, right.
I think there might be a little old wheel hoe thing that you're more than welcome to use.
Farmers never throw anything away.
Because I'm not likely to use it. But
I can look after it for you.
Yeah, yeah. You're very welcome to do that.
Yeah, have a look.
Things going well.
The up to here was the earlies.
Yeah.
They were a disaster. So these, I pulled out the ground roughly as much as I put in. So that's not a good crop, is
No.
it? And they're scabby. So even the ones that didn't look completely horrible just don't look. You know, they're not appetising. When I was looking at those, I was like, ugh, this is all going to be a waste of time digging this up. But then I got to the main crop, and these are a lot more reasonable.
Yeah.
So that looks like a proper potato. So I've got pumpkins and butternut squash in this patch.
Yeah.
And unlike the potatoes, the difference with the pumpkins is that I was successful in irrigating them in June when it was really dry.
Yes.
I was watering the bottom of each plant.
Yeah. Once they get started.
Yeah, and they did really well. And then when the rains came, they just romped along, because obviously squash is mostly water, isn't it? So I planted way more than I needed. We'll have a quick look in the polytunnel, and it will be a quick look because it's absolutely sweltering in there. So this is the main tomato crop. They're coming along nicely. We've been eating lots of those. Some peppers on the go here, but star of the show, I think these two. And the only difference is with these two, they're in bigger pots. But you can see how well the plants are doing. This one I've had to prop it up because the pepper's getting so big. I'm curious to see if they'll turn red. I was expecting it to turn red before it got to this size, really, but we shall see. Not doing so well are the aubergines. They seem to have stopped growing, really. This was the best one, and it's flowered twice, but no fruits at all. Different story with the chilies. They're doing really well. In fact, all four of the chilies are just romping along. And again, it'd be interesting to see if these go red. That's it really from the polytunnel. I only go in there in the evenings generally, just to water it and keep it up together. Oh, and to pick the tomatoes, of course. So a slight change of plan. We were going to cut all of this wheat tomorrow, but there's a possibility of thunderstorms tomorrow. So very kindly, Celia's offered to come and do it tonight. So it's about 12 hours ahead of schedule. Is this an English scythe or
No, it's an Austrian scythe.
an Austrian scythe? They're the
Yes.
good ones, aren't they?
Well, yeah, I think they're slightly lighter, I think, than English.
And what got you into the sport of scything, Sue?
Oh, just the fact I hate strimmers and engines, and it's quite nice. It's a nice, efficient way of cutting.
You made a lot of frogs, didn't you?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I didn't like, but I did.
Felt
yeah,
bad about it.
Yeah, yeah. So I thought I'd have a go at scything. Yeah, I really enjoy it. It's a nice.
Yeah. When you're ready, Celia,
Okay.
let rip.
Okay. Here's the first bit.
Bloody hell.
All right.
Yeah, there's wheat in there.
Where's wheat in there?
Good night, Celia. Been nice seeing you.
Are you off?
Oh yeah, it's my bedtime.
Is it? Okay, when you hear that nice swoosh, that's when you know you've got
Yeah.
it.
I got a tendency just to drag it through, I think.
Every sort of 5-10 minutes.
Right.
Ah, look at that. Huge. That's nice.
I had a go at the scything and I totally embarrassed myself.
Yeah, there is a knack to it.
There's been a few bits of it where there's not been too much greenery and you can hear it going as it just goes through the
Yeah.
wheat.
Hold it up.
Four BMWs that were painted black
Okay,
for the Queen's visit to Moscow,
okay.
which was filmed in Bradford. And then they had, once they were done, they just parked them up in the yard with all the other stuff. And yeah, we found out a clear out, didn't need it, it's not runner. We got it all in, and just in time too, because as it turns out it rained quite heavily last night. It was actually dark by the time we finished, which means that we didn't get a chance to sort through it properly, so there's loads of grass and clover in with the wheat here. I'll rake up what's left, and then I'm going to mow it all down to the ground,
That's what I'd do.
and then I'm going to rotivate it. But see all these piles of grass,
Yeah.
I'm going to dump that on top as well as a bit more organic matter. Then I'm going to turn the whole lot in and then cover it with black plastic.
Yeah, I do. Have to find somewhere you can run these.
Yeah. Sit down a sec, I'll just film a little tiny ending bit.
Filmed me?
Yeah,
We're on camera.
yeah.
Hello! Yep. Come on. Has to have a J. Come on. See that?
So that's it for the harvest. We've cut it, we haven't processed it, we've just hung it up. So I say big thanks to Celia for doing all the scything, and of course massive thanks to Grandad for sorting through an awful lot of stuff. Now we'll leave this lot here for a few weeks to dry out and commence the next phase, which will be threshing, followed by milling, followed by one day, hopefully, making a loaf of bread. Cheers for now.
Oh, we off, are we?
Yeah.
Ta-da! See you later.